On the first day, we start our hike at Pontresina and make our way through the picturesque Val Roseg until we reach the Tschierva Hut. The next day, we embark on an exhilarating journey over the Bianco Ridge, making our way to the majestic Piz Bernina. From there, we continue along the Spalla Ridge towards Bellavista. Our adventure takes us across all three peaks of Piz Palü, finally reaching the Diavolezza mountain station. On this day, our route covered an impressive 15 kilometers with an elevation gain of over 2,000 meters. The Val Roseg is one of the most beautiful side valleys in the Engadin and starts at Pontresina. We are on the way to the Tschierva Hut. It lies at 2,583 meters above sea level and is the starting point of the Biancograt, the famous north ridge of Piz Bernina. We have just passed the 4'048m. Priavlusa is a Romance term that means dangerous. We are bypassing the rock formation, Shark Fin in the steep fern, as the conditions are currently good. Slipping is still not an option. The Bianco Ridge is also known as the Heaven's Ladder. This could not be more fitting for the most beautiful fern ridge in the Alps. The last steep ascent before the actual Bianco Ridge begins. We are now on the ridge, with steep drops on both sides. The view back shows us that we have already gained some height above the shark fin. Step by step, we are placing our crampons into the fern. We are now at the steepest part of the ridge. We look up and cannot see the end of the ladder yet. We are getting closer to heaven. We are reaching the Pizzo Bianco, the subsidiary peak of Piz Bernina. However, the tour is far from over. This is where the climbing truly begins. The first rappel point takes us briefly into the depths before we ascend to the next tower. The summit is still not in sight. We continue onward. This section requires a bit of courage, a small jump over the airy abyss. We wonder, is it summer or winter? At 4,000 meters, winter conditions are often present. Yeah, the summit is in sight. Just a few more meters to go.
Hallo, Piz Bernina. Super, geil. Geil, super. Geil. Mama, geil.
We set off over the Spalla Ridge towards the 4'048m hut. On the way there are still several rappel points. Finally, the climbing is coming to an end, and the hut is in sight.
Bravo, merci vielmals, gell? Echt cool gewesen mit dir. Gut.
We've earned a break and are enjoying a plate of spaghetti. After the break, we continue and head towards Piz Spinas through a beautiful glacial landscape. The ridge to Piz Spinas is stunning. It's wide and has solid rock. The views down to the glaciers below are breathtaking.
Bravo, merci, gell? Gut, geht schon.
We have reached the main summit of Piz Palü. From here, we take the small snow ridge over to the eastern summit. We take a look down at the route that leads up to the summit via the eastern pillar. We descend along the mostly good path over numerous crevasses. In the impressive Brücken, there are massive ice falls that we partially cross to continue our way. We take a final look back at Piz Palü before we reach the Diavolezza mountain station. With that, our tour comes to an end.